Hello, everybody. Welcome to another show. It is MXL 360, and on this episode, it is the 2026-2027 MT8 season, and it is the first real pressure of the new season. It is a 4 single leg quarter finals this weekend, and there are no second chances. Game management, as well as set pieces and substitutions, will definitely win these teams' matches, and they'll be able to survive. I'm talking about Orlando Pirates. They are on a record that they've set for themselves. They are going on a fifth record-breaking MTN8, in this competition, and they are looking to break this record in the fifth consecutive after last year when they've won the MTN8 in the fourth times in a row. And now it is also a return of the Amakosi, the mighty Amakosi that everyone has been waiting for. They have returned to this big competition that is Kaizer Chiefs. And yeah, man, they're back in the top eight, and we are so excited for them to be back. You know what Kaizer Chiefs brings in terms of in terms of these competitions, the crowd and everyone else. But let's get into it. There are four games this weekend. And we are looking at Orlando Pirates versus Durban City, as well as Mamelodi Sundowns, as well as Polokwane City, as well as Amazulu and Skukune, and as well as Kaizer Chiefs versus Golden Arrows. It is top versus bottom. But let's get into it before I take away anything from this gentleman. Is Nadim Lukela. Welcome to the show. It's a big competition that we love competitions. How are you?
Yeah, all good, Rose. How are you?
The last time when we were chatting, we were talking about the Betway. Now we're talking about the MTN8. It is so exciting. Like I said, there are no second chances. And how do you feel in terms of the matches that are playing? Let's start with it. Let's start with Orlando Pirates versus Durban City, defending champions. Can they do it? If they do it for the third time consecutively, do you think Orlando Pirates can win it?
Yeah, no, I think Orlando Pirates will beat Durban City very easy. It's one of those matches where you feel the Buccaneers are well prepared for it. The fact that it's at home, they don't have to travel, and they played the last season. They won it after starting so well in the M10-8 in the league. Remember, they lost the first two matches, but this time around they won their first game of the season. Yeah, I think Orlando Pirates are well prepared for this game. They went to preparations in Spain. Durban City, yeah, they are a team that didn't really start the season very well. So Pirates, they're better players, but the only problem with Pirates is it's one of those matches where Pirates can make it difficult for themselves if they continue playing Butuma, because it's very clear that Durban City will be a big, better opponent compared to Milford. Milford City came to Orlando Stadium and they frustrated Pirates. Yes, they didn't score, but they had more ball possession, even the terms of chances created and all those things. It was almost even. But Durban City, one will say the champions of the Nedbank Cup, they are better than Milford. I think Orlando Pirates have a chance of making it, provided they do, irrespective of who they play. Because even if Durban City can score, it's one of those teams that I feel they can come back and they have more chances than Durban City of winning the match. Because Durban City in the last game, they lost, they drew 0-0, but they didn't create anything. So I'm not sure what your take on that. But I mean, I just one of those matches where it's more like a grudge also, Rose. If you look at how Nganana, the captain of Durban City, treated, said Orlando Pirates is just a name. And that story is still there now. I don't know how you take on it. I think Pirates a better team than Durban City. I think it's not even a question. They will easily go through the next stage. I don't think it's going to be a tough match for Pirates.
Yes, I actually think it's gonna be a tough match because when I remember, and I feel like there's this thing that's brewing between Durban City, you are right, and Orlando Pirates. The whole Orlando Pirates is just a name, and now Durban City. Remember last time these two teams met, Durban City spoiled the party. Everyone traveled from all over the country to go to the Amstel Arena, expecting Pirates to lift the Betway Premiership, and but now this is and Devon City were able to hold their own. They definitely surprised Orlando Pirates. Even when I was watching the Bucks camp, where coach is saying that you know what, it was a tough match and against Durban City, also because they're also fighting for this top 8. So Durban City did want to be part of this competition, so they are going to fight. So I don't think it's going to be an easy match. And I think, like I said, there is this grudge that is brewing between Durban City and Orlando Pirates. It's definitely going to be a tough match for both teams. It's definitely going to be an exciting match. I think everyone is going to be at the edge of their seat. I think Durban City is not going to be a team that is going to take this easy. But and another interesting part is that Durban City themselves also won a cup last season. So I think they can also say we can also hold our own. We are also the current champions of the Nedbank Cup from last season. And then when we speak about Orlando Pirates, they won 3 cups last season. They keep on winning for the past few seasons. So these are two teams that believe that they can go through to the next round. Also, with everything else that's happening in the background in terms of Durban City and also Orlando Pirates, they're the champions. Orlando Pirates is the team to beat this season. And I think they're going to give Durban City is gonna give Orlando Pirates a run for their money. When you're speaking about Mbutuma, yeah, man, I'd also like to think Pirates need to play Mahopa because I think Mahopa has been part of these competitions and especially cup competitions, and I think he has done way better. I think Pirates need the A game players. They started well last game. I think the only player that everyone was also sort of like not sure about was Mbutuma. I think they need to play Mahopa. Mahopa has played in the highest stages in the World Cup, in the continent, as well as Orlando Pirates. What is your take? Do you think Mahopa is a good replacement, or should the coach go with the youngster?
Yeah. As long Mahopa is fit, Rose, I will always think he should be playing at Orlando Pirates. For me, he's the Bafana number one striker. Look at the World Cup. He was starting most of the games when Bafana looked like a good opponent. This notion or this thing of trying to sideline Mahopa from the team, I will never understand it. I don't understand it. I will never wake up understanding it. I definitely think Mahopa is a better player because he can hold the ball for the others. He can score. He can also create chances for the others. He can open spaces. Remember, if Mahopa started that game where Nganana said Orlando Pirates is just a name, he was not going to do that. Mahopa is very tall compared to Mbutuma. So he can easily win the aerial balls. Pirates have more chances of winning in such games with Mahop. The coach must stop playing this kind of senseless football of running around where you run and shoot. Sometimes you must create chances, think, open spaces. I think Durban City last time they really worked on Pirates' lack of direction where they play one route football. They run non-stop. Even if they run and shoot, run and shoot. I mean, you don't even have a chance of looking at someone, creating spaces to beat teams like Durban City because they will be very defensive, Durban City. That's number one. That is the game plan of it. They know Pirates have better players and compared to them. So they will try to frustrate Pirates and hope that the match go all the way to penalties or maybe extra time. They will try to do that. So the first thing first, they will be very defensive. You know that. And I saw them playing Skukune. I can't say I was impressed with Durban City. There's nothing. So that can surprise Orlando Pirates. But Pirates can surprise themselves if they rush and then without thinking. With Mbutuma, they say he's playing ahead of Mahopa because he chases everything. But it doesn't even make sense because we chases, then what? Does he create a goal? Does he pass? Does he assist? Whereas Mahopa is more like aerially, can stand there against anyone and against Nganana and win the aerial balls. Bring in like Moremi, Apolis, and all the guys into play. For me, I think Orlando Pirates will win the match easily. I don't even think it's going to be a competition. I think by halftime, Rose, the game is going to be over, provided the coach stop playing Butuma, played Mahopa. You finish the job very easy. By halftime, there's no match. Durban City, they are really not good enough. The way they look, I don't even think next season they will make the top 8.
You mean like they won't make the top 8 this season?
Yeah, I'm saying the way they looked against Kukune, there's nothing. They don't look like of a threat. They look like a normal team. Someone was telling me that the only reason this coach is not going to be fired very early, because remember last season they fired Gavin Hunt, they fired Padela, they changed a lot of coaches. They were telling me that the only reason this coach is going to stay a bit longer at Durban City is because he's Muslim. If it's not that, he was never going to last because he's expected to lose against on Saturday. We don't know if he's going to lose 3 games in a row. Patela, I think, lost 2 games in a row, then was fired. This one, I don't know if he's going to lose fired after losing 2 games in a row.
Okay, man, tell us, what is your take? What do you think? Which team do you think is going to win between Orlando Pirates and Durban City? We are so excited for that match, and I think everyone is excited to see if Durban City, if the way they played the last game that they played with Orlando Pirates, was it on merit, or was it because it was just another match where they were like, we don't want Pirates to win the league? Or can they actually hold their own against Orlando Pirates? Orlando Pirates are on revenge. They are like, you know what? We should have won that game last season, but now this is a new, let's see, when it's a cup competition, let's show no mercy. But let's move on to another match, another exciting match. When you're talking about rivalry, whereby two teams that is brewing, that have got past experiences. Before we get to the last match that we're going to be looking, let's look at Mamelodi Sundowns versus Polokwane City. An exciting match. It's always exciting to see these two teams play. Polokwane City have got a new coach, and we're excited about that. Nadim, let me bring in. What do you think? What is your prediction in terms of Mamelodi Sundowns against Polokwane City on this match? We haven't watched Mamelodi Sundowns actually play this season. This will be the first time that we see Mamelodi Sundowns, the African champions, play for this season. What is your take on this match?
Yeah, it's this match is it's dependent because before Polokwane City will always, it's dependent on many factors, will always give Sundowns problems. After last season, obviously, they didn't want to play Mamelodi Sundowns in the league because they were trying to help Sundowns to win the league, because we heard that the owner of Polokwane City is a fan of Mamelodi Sundowns. Remember when they were missing penalty, Matuludi looked like was playing as a number 11 for Mamelodi Sundowns. It's going to be dependent, one, to Polokwane City want to win the game. If they want to win the game, then it can be a tough contest. But it's one of those matches where you feel the Polokwane City don't really have enough. There's nothing much. The fact that Sundowns is at home becomes more. If it was a new Peter Mokaba, I was going to say Polokwane City have a slight chance. Mamelodi Sundowns are going to be coming back from Austria, obviously, and playing at home. We just believe they are going to be too good for Polokwane City. They've got better players. It's one of those matches again. It looks like Sundowns have already 1 foot or almost 2 foot in the semi-final of the MTN 8. I don't expect any surprises. The fact that you are saying there's a new coach at Polokwane City, again, at least Puti Mohafe, we knew something about him. Moloto, we don't even know much about him. So it's one of those matches where I expect Mamelodi Sundowns an easily victory. Anyway, I don't even think it's going to be a tough contest. I think Mamelodi Sundowns will win.
Yeah, you're actually right. I think with Puti, we actually have got reference. He has beaten Mamelodi Sundowns before. So with Willie Moloto, we're not sure. Just playing against Sundowns, guys, it is so intimidating for most of these teams. But how Sundowns will win this game? Sundowns will chase territorial control and high position and quick switches to break the block open, as well as in terms of Polokwane, if they do stand a chance, how they can also deny Mamelodi Sundowns. They can deny the half spaces. They can stay compact between the lines and hit it on the counter when the shape is lost. But the real question is sharpness. Sundowns haven't played any competitive game this season, and then whilst with Polokwane City they have played, and maybe that might be the edge if they do stand a chance. But I also agree with you. I don't see Polokwane surviving this game. I think Sundowns, they've got so much to prove. I mean, like I said, there's so much on their back. Defending African champions, you don't want to lose.
No, Sheryl wrote something that Polokwane City went to Umhlatuze and beat Richards Bay, because Richards Bay has been a very, very strong team at home. Polokwane City on Saturday, must we not say that can bring a surprise or something? Because even Sundowns failed to beat Richards Bay and Umhlatuze. Orlando Pirates, even Kaizer Chiefs lost without even having a shot on goal. What's your take about that? Do you think Polokwane City, there's something there by going to the most difficult stadium in the country and win? Do you think maybe we're underestimating Polokwane ahead of this game?
I watched that game, and I think how those Polokwane, especially the second goal, that goal was so well. It was so well planned. That goal against Richards Bay. Yes, it was away from home. You are absolutely right. But I feel like with Polokwane City and Mamelodi Sundowns, my thing is with the coach. I think Putin knew how to beat Mamelodi Sundowns. I'm not sure if Winnie Muloto, I'm not underestimating them. I'm not sure if Winnie Muloto will be able to beat. Like I said, the only edge that Polokwane might have over Mamelodi Sundowns would be that they've already played a competitive game. This is the first game that Sundowns is playing. The match fitness, and we saw with Orlando Pirates as well as Kaizer Chiefs, we saw that the players are still not well gelled. You know, there's still a lot of gaps in these teams because it's still their first matches. Does that mean that Polokwane City has an edge over Sundowns? I do think that. But will they beat the African champions? I doubt. I don't think they'll beat Mamelodi Sundowns. I think Mamelodi Sundowns, it won't be the best match that we will watch, but I think Sundowns will get the job done.
I think we must expect a surprise there, Rose. I think we must expect a surprise. A surprise. I don't know what kind of a surprise. It could be extra time or penalties, but the way you go to Mhlatuze and win, it's difficult to win there. And Sundowns, as you rightfully say, how are they in their best condition ahead of this game? Are they ready? Match competitiveness will tell, but I think it's not going to be an easy victory for Sundowns. Come to think of it, the fact that they beat Richards Bay.
Yeah, man, for sure it won't be an easy match. What do you guys think? Who's gonna win this time? It's very exciting. These matches are so exciting, guys, and I think everyone wants to stop Orlando Pirates from winning this cup for the 5th time in a row. They want to get their hands on that MTN 8. Let's move over to our last match that we're previewing. An exciting match. I'm so excited for these two teams. Like I did highlight in the beginning, Kaizer Chiefs is back in the top 8, and I know the Kaizer Chiefs faithful are so happy about this. But they're up against Golden Arrows, another team with a new coach. You know what? Chiefs, it is the home team, but they play at Chatsworth Stadium. I'm not sure what the reason is that for that, but yeah, man, Chiefs, even if they play anywhere in the country, it's their home game. They play against Golden Arrows. Golden Arrows had an okay season with Mangwangiti. Now, like I said, it's a new coach. I think these two teams are definitely looking forward to this match. What is your take in terms of where this could go?
Yeah, it's gonna be a very tough game for Kaizer Chiefs. I don't even want to lie. I think they say at FNB there's a booking issue or there's a change. Maybe that is the reason they're saying that the game is playing at Chatsworth. So
Yeah, it's playing
what?
at Chatsworth.
Yeah, so might have two KZN, we might have Sekhukhune, how many matches? Two in Durban. Sekhukhune and Amazulu. Then yeah, with Kaizer Chiefs one, I think Kaizer Chiefs is not they are gonna have a tough time in that game. I think Golden Arrows, for me, I fancy Golden Arrows to really spring a surprise to Kaizer Chiefs. You know why? One, Chiefs are playing away from home. The fans, they might be there Chatsworth, but they're not gonna play. Two, if you look at a guy like Dladla, it's the same coach who just won the Nedbank Cup, right? I think he has, and the Arrows players, typically they are not scared of Kaizer Chiefs. They usually do well, even though last season they lost obvious games, but the previous season they beat Kaizer Chiefs, so they have that kind of experience of beating Amakos. I think it's gonna be a very tough game for Kaizer Chiefs. Truly speaking, it's one of those matches where I feel it can even go to penalties. The way I see it, Golden Arrows last season they had the top goal scorer. They have a new coaching staff. Yes, we hear the new assistant coach, Jess Matitilane, is no longer a coach. We don't know what could be the reason. But one thing guaranteed with Arrows is that, for me, they are more of a gelled team than Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs have a new coaching staff, even though Arrows have a new coaching staff. But at Chiefs, they're still assessing players like Langalihle Piri. If you look at the Kaizer Chiefs players by name, the name, yes, Chiefs, it look like it's going to be a straight victory. But if you look at the guys who'll be playing Mfundo Vilakazi, Batman, Silva, if Arrows can find a way to just stop those kind of creative, if want to block Silva at Kaizer Chiefs, then you stop the wingers. I think Arrows can stay in the game. So it's going to be a difficult game. Depending which Arrows will do. We know Arrows didn't score. They drew 0-0 with Chippa United in the first game of the season. That's why I feel it can even become one of those tough games that go to extra time. Will Kaizer Chiefs win? At the end of the day, I don't think they will win. Remember, Kaizer Chiefs they always find a way where you expect them to just win, they don't win. I mean, they always find a way. So even in this game, I think this match can be a scare because last game they played Kruger United, where they played very well. Amakosa Mafe, they were so impressive. But now it's a cup game. It's a cup they've not won since 2014. There's a reason why they've not won this cup MTN 8 till 2014. Because they've not even been reaching the finals. They've been even struggling, losing in this stage or semi-final. I see them struggling very, very hard. All fans Arrows to go through the next stage. I think Arrows, I know you don't, maybe you don't believe me, Rose. I think Arrows have something, might have a say. I think Arrows will just find themselves in the semi-final.
Yeah, man. Actually, both these teams have got new coaches, and when you are bringing up Coach Dladla, he has won the MTN Cup. And I think the other advantage that Dladla might have over Chiefs' coaching staff is that he's familiar with South African football. He's familiar with these competitions. I think the coaches. The Kaizer Chiefs coach might then also he's also been introduced to this competition to South African football. That might be the edge that Sundowns that Arrows might have, and also they should also Arrows should also target the space behind Chiefs' fullbacks and turn every turnover into a transition. How Arrows can win this match, but I think Kaizer Chiefs, they need to they need to have a fast ball circulation and runners beyond their striker. And I think what Chiefs there's so much pressure on Kaizer Chiefs. As much as there's a new coach, new players are coming in, but there is so much pressure for Kaizer Chiefs to win this cup. And I think, yes, you are right. It might go all the way to extra time, but I think Kaizer Chiefs will win this match. I think, yes, Spurs will hold their own because, yes, like you said, Spurs won their previous match. Arrows was 0-0. Yes, there's a new coach. Dladla has won. Is a cup a cup winning coach. But I think Kaizer Chiefs, I don't think the big three are going to be disappointed this weekend. I think Kaizer Chiefs is also going to go through to the next round. I think the Chiefs faithfuls really, really, if they think they're not going to get the league, they need to do well in this cup competition. And this is one of the easiest, not the easiest, but the fastest cup to win, for any team to win. And if a team wants a cup competition to win, this is the right competition. It's the start of the season, and yeah, man, and Kaizer Chiefs actually hold an MTN 8 record of 15 titles, but haven't lifted one since 2014. So, Amakosi for me, they're taking it home. But like guys, I said, that's the last match that we are previewing.
Yeah, even there's another one is Sekhukhune versus AmaZulu.
Yeah, AmaZulu is at home. They are playing against with this one. AmaZulu won the previous match, and like I said, if there's a cup that this cup that you should win. So I'm going with AmaZulu on this one. I think Coach Arthur would definitely want to win. He's playing at home. He definitely want to go through, and I think you definitely feel like he's got a chance. He didn't want to let Sekhukhune dictate, in his home ground. Yes, it's going to be a tough match, but like I said, I think that AmaZulu would win. What is your take on that one?
Yeah, since you said AmaZulu will win, I have to disagree with you and go with Sekhukhune. They have a new coach, Cedric Katse. We're told you went to Barcelona. It started with a winning. I'll just give Sekhukhune a benefit of a doubt that they will go to Durban and win because AmaZulu won with a penalty. I just feel like whoever scores first will win that game. It can be separated by a goal. And I think Sekhukhune can find a way to score and then upset AmaZulu at home and go to the semi-final. Because with that as one, yes, I see, I like what is building at Usutu. But if you look at a better team, who's a better team between AmaZulu and the Sekhukhune? I think Sekhukhune, for me, is still a bigger team and a better team compared to AmaZulu.
Okay, Sekhukhune bigger and better according to Nadim in terms of the two and Sekhukhune to go through. Yeah, guys, what do you guys think? The predictions are in. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with what we are saying? Remember, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share. We really loved you hearing from you guys. Nadim, it's been a good preview show. I will see you soon, guys. Don't forget to share the show. Every time you guys share this show, it grows. Also follow us on TikTok as well. It is NXL360. My name is Rose Katero. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you so much.